put on in between people's houses.
So is the objection on the grounds of overdevelopment of the site and the size and scale of development being out of keeping with the other local architectural vernacular?
And the flooding.
Yeah.
And the flooding, yeah.
Can I just say out of interest, I heard somebody out of the planning office saying that they'd seen those plans a while ago. The villages were going to be quite alarmed because there were 3-storey townhouses that were going to go on. So they do acknowledge 3-storey. In the Colton townhouses, that was the word. Well, to me, a townhouse belongs
They're
In the town.
town.
But they just call it 2-storey and they put a bigger room upstairs. They're bigger than
That's what the
downstairs.
planning officer was calling them to somebody else.
Yeah.
3-storey townhouses.
Okay. Any other objections that anybody's got? Which we can within the frame of the fact that they've already got permission to build houses on the plot.
But that's illegal what they're doing with that, Nick. It's illegal what they're doing.
Well, right.
So,
Well, right. That's
That's what they've got to consult you though.
we're going to have to agree to.
They've got to say what they've done. I
well, we
mean,
should really.
You already know that there's going to
They
be
agree to
80
what they want
houses
to build.
and drainage problems.
So they already, just for clarity, I take on board the comments about Copeland as the planning authority, but just procedurally, there is already outline permission on the site for houses to go on the site. So this is not asking for you to consider whether you want houses there or not. It's
Consider
the
the
size,
size,
style
right.
and type.
Yeah.
So the comments made about overdevelopment of the site and them being too high and them not fitting in are all perfectly valid. Any objection that you put in, for example, saying you just don't want houses there, that would be discounted by because the planning permission is already there.
They've gone.
basically, if you let one person build a house like that, it's going to be full of
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah,
That's all they do.
but
What's your what?
even if they agree for only having a 2-storey house, they'll let them get away with building the bigger one because that's what they did on the plot on the other side of the road.
Right, you know.
Can I just say something? The outline planning did include the type of house, so the number of stories and the size of the house is included in the outline planning.
They were indicative.
What I would suggest could be useful for the council to do would be to take note of the fact that there is still flooding in that area, and the Gums at Station House, it's still a major problem there, and if they could use the one application that's going through to monitor the site again, and then to perhaps review the outline planning commissioner later.
You could ask, as a in terms of parish council comments, you could ask that a condition be applied to any approval given that flood monitoring takes place. Obviously, I can't say whether they're going to include it or not, but you can justify the ask for that. That is valid for you to ask for.
Yeah.
But you don't know when they're going to do the attenuation thing, do you? I mean, they could build all the houses before they build that.
It was given to the planning committee that they were supposed to put all the services in and all the drainage before they started the first property.
Yeah.
That was before the, so
Yes, that was a condition.
all the services and everything was supposed to be put in, and all the compounds were supposed to be put in with the appropriate barriers to protect the school from excessive noise, and all the washing facilities to clean the wagons and the JCBs coming onto the road should all be installed and ready before developers actually give permission.
You should ask for them, plans of them first.
So,
then.
so they've got those in first, so they're doing all that infrastructure first before they put the development.
I can ask that question, ask for confirmation and an
And then-
update on pre-planning conditions having been discharged.
The detailed planning meeting we went to,
On the plan.
the detailed planning meeting that we went to, the drawings were showing, they were saying there was only 2-storey properties, but they were showing 3 stories in the drawings.
This was brought up.
In the drawings they were showing 3 stories, the pictures, the artist's impression, but he was adamant they were only 2-storey, and the planning committee let them away with 2-storey, but it's 3 stories. But it's like Mark said, they couldn't do the skies an extra dormer bedroom, but it's still going to be sky high with causing all sorts of associated things with viewing and changing the aspect of the village as well.
The thing is, when the application went through, the 595 wasn't involved. Now that that's involved, surely there should be a hold on it, because all the traffic now is going to be going through, we're going to be coming down that way, making 2 right routes. So building there, we've got wagons rolling. Can they put on, should we be suggesting, it needs to be put on a hold for the completion of the 595, because they're having to make all sorts of alterations on the road to suit it. And one of the biggest problems that's going to be is building on that land.
A while, I don't want to keep this going, like, sorry, but a while ago, when there was traffic lights on that road, must be 20 years ago, if I remember rightly, or something like that, they were actually coming through the village. You know, when the traffic lights were on that front, they were coming through the village, the cars, instead of waiting, they were just coming around the village.
I genuinely don't know the answer to that question, but it is a question that I can ask the planning authority.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's something that they can or can't do, but it's perfectly valid because, as you say, the proposals for the A595 didn't originally involve impacting this parish, and obviously now they do. So I can ask the question, but I can give you no indication either way as to whether they'll be able to do anything about it.
Maybe just ask about the height of closures.
That's already clear.
They're trying to make the road faster, but to let the cars through. But there's going to be more hold-ups with wagons turning around. I mean, a lot of the councillors won't have seen that road. There's going to be more hold-ups with wagons turning in and out of there. Winter time, greasy roads and all sorts. They'll be flying down School Growl, they'll be going all ways. Now that wasn't there when any of the plans went through, because we didn't know about it. We knew it was going to happen, but the two together, it doesn't add up.
Yeah, I will certainly raise it, and I will also send a copy to the County Council as the Highways Authority so that they are aware, so both sides are aware.
Yeah, I give it just a weekend, but
Thank you. Any other comments on the planning?
Stop that, can't we? The weekends, if they do it through the week.
Excuse me, just a point of interest.
So the next one is we've received planning decisions on land to the northwest of the Mount Whitehaven.
Right on the corner.
Yeah.
They've got a big attenuation basin in there, attenuation crates. They aren't big enough.
So they're modifying it.
Making it bigger.
Making it bigger. Okay. Watermill.
Do you want to do it, Joe?
No. Do you want to kick it off?
So, Jodie couldn't be here tonight, unfortunately, but Jodie and I have, from West Cumbria Rivers Trust, have been in dialogue. They are hoping to submit the big Heritage Lottery application a week tomorrow, which is for, if I remember rightly, just less than £2.2 million worth of funding. To do that, they need some support from the Parish Council around the completion of forms and the satisfaction of a due diligence check on the Parish Council. So the fact that those two policies were approved earlier makes quite a significant difference to that. Had they not been, I would have been tearing my hair out at this point. So what I'm looking for council approval for is